Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. Several weeks ago, Persona 5 was released to an exceptionally eager market with a great deal of fanfare. The much-beloved console-exclusive series has been a staple of the industry for an extremely long time, and the release of Persona 5 has been anticipated for over 2 years. However, YouTubers and Twitch streamers alike faced a sudden stark and clear-cut threat that was issued by Atlus Games on April 4th, stating, "If you decide to stream past 7/7, I highly recommend not doing this. You have been warned. You do so at the risk of being issued a content ID claim or worse, a channel strike/account suspension." Now, this of course enraged a great many content creators due to the extent of the threat being leveraged against them. For any content creator, the threat of a channel strike is the most severe risk imaginable, as such a thing literally threatens the content creator's livelihood and their channel's very existence. Such a brash and open threat could easily be deemed overkill by every stretch of the imagination. As a response to such an openly aggressive stance, many Twitch streamers and YouTubers protested by deliberately violating Atlus's policy on what content could be produced and what could not. Indeed, most gaming publications showed a virtual unanimous solidarity in condemning Atlus's proclamation. Also, the entire debacle became highly polarizing, and some, myself included, gave in to the rage-fueled furor that followed. On April 26th, and again you have my apologies for the extreme delay in posting this video, Atlus released an update in which they stated the following. When Persona 5 launched, we put out a set of video/streaming guidelines that we hoped would limit online spoilers for fans who have yet to play the game. To our surprise, we then saw numerous reactive news articles go up, opinion videos post, and received many emails asking us to please change our Persona 5 streaming/video policy. We recognize that our fans are the reason why the game is the major worldwide success it is, and we continue to want them to be able to enjoy the game without fear of being spoiled. However, we also heard your issues with the guidelines and have decided to revise them. Because we want to give players the most access to the game while respecting the original goal, we're now asking players to refrain from streaming or posting video past the end of the in-game date of 11/19, when the main story gears up for the final act. We also want to apologize to those of you who saw the previous guideline blog post as threatening. We want to be transparent about what we do, and the reason we released the guideline was to give streamers the right information up front. It was never our intent to threaten people with copyright strikes, but we clearly chose the wrong tone for how to communicate this. Lastly, we want to thank our fans around the world for supporting Persona 5 and Atlus. The game is a global success because of your passion for the series, and we're happy that so many of you are enjoying it. Now, this speaks very clearly as to the difference in mindset between the Japanese corporate mind and the current online culture. They simply do not understand the realities of current content creation, and there isn't really a more poignant example than this. Their claims of surprise that both people and publications reacted in the fashion that they did speaks volumes to their general lack of understanding as a whole. Their threat was no mere slap on the wrist or finger wagging of a recalcitrant child as they seemingly believe. It was a potential of channel eradication that caused so many to express their fear, concern, or outrage in a wide variety of ways. And also their statement of, "It was never our intention to threaten people with copyright strikes, but we clearly chose the wrong tone for how to communicate this," is hard to believe considering the tone and very precise phrasing of the original posting, which again read, "I highly recommend not doing this. You have been warned. You do so at the risk of being issued a content ID claim or worse, a channel strike/account suspension." That's not a vagary there. That's not a misinterpretation. It is very much the opposite of that. It was very clear cut. However, to my knowledge, and whether it is an actual sincerity or not, this may very well be the first instance of such a threat being leveraged against content creators that saw an apology being issued at all, even if it originated from a basis of a lack of comprehension that they'd done anything wrong to begin with. The Japanese corporate mindset is woefully behind the times when it comes to a wide variety of factors, but this small example of potential growth is extremely heartening to see, and Atlus should be commended for dipping their toes into the shallow end of the modern gaming culture. Hopefully, next time they will take a more collaborative tone with content creators. With so many out there with hundreds of thousands or even millions of viewers, it would seem to be far more beneficial to work with Twitch streamers and YouTubers than against. We've seen it time and again with indie developers and some AAA developers as well. Be respectful and courteous to your audience, and they will treat you in kind. However, nastiness and vitriol will earn nothing but the same in return. It can and has been a very symbiotic relationship for many games developers and publishers out there, and I feel that Atlus might potentially be coming to that realization. Now, feel free to let me know what you think down in the comments below, and while you're at it, feel free to treat those like, share, and subscribe buttons like your own personal little version of whack-a-mole. Try and hit all three as quickly as you can, and don't forget to post your times down in the comments as well. Our current record holder is 1 second. Let's see if you can do better. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is SidAlpha, and thanks for watching.